Fighting out of the blue corner, representing animals, here's Juan Penaloza.
I've never had the pleasure to meet him before today, but
His opponent across
I've heard
the cage,
stories.
Out of the red corner, representing Ronan, Yorktown, Edwin Solis.
Solis is very popular. Sold a lot of tickets tonight. As all the contestants, not contestants, all the entrants did, all the fighters. Should I call them? What should I call them? Fighters.
Fighters. Martial
right?
artists is a
Martial
little
artists.
long, but yeah, they're definitely fighters, and you don't really want to blink in this one. I think the action's going to go real quick. So
here we go. The first of 12.
Taken away.
12 fights. Dangerzone.
I'm kind of curious about what their game plans are going to be. We got two guys that are really apt for striking, but I know that Animals has a lot of wrestling as well.
Ecuadorians are known for martial arts now, and they're known for MMA. They're popping up all over the place. Solis is Ecuadorian. Good strikers as well.
Yeah, Juan's really trying to control the center here. We have Edwin Solis is really trying to stay to the outside, feel him out, but Juan's coming straight in. You know, what he should be doing is possibly just trying to cut off the ring, because if you see Solis is circling, he'll go back to the cage a little bit, then he circles out, and now Juan's getting closer to the cage. So it's very smart on Edwin's part.
And just like boxing, it's a feeling out round, but then again, this could end early as well, Andre.
You're right. Oh, Juan with a little bit of wrestling. That's a surprise, especially with his Muay Thai background. But watch, Edwin's going to circle out so that Juan's now closer to the cage. Juan's doing a great job, though. See, he's cutting off the ring, like I said.
And it's who's going to get the first takedown. That's what we look for.
Juan's going to bring it to the cage and wrestle. That is a surprise with Edwin's background. But, see, he's going for a head and arm. Oh, he's changing out. That is great cage control.
And at 125 pounds, you might see this, right, Andre?
Oh, you're going to see fireworks. It's going to be quick. You ever see like an anime or Dragon Ball Z battle? Oh, it's just lights.
Exactly.
You see how he's like really striking to that close knee or to that close quad? That's going to really weaken it out and take away a lot of his kicks.
An important part in the first round, and the judges will surely look at that if it comes down to the decision.
Definitely. But Juan's doing really good at controlling his head. He's not in too much danger. He just has to answer those knees, though, because those will start to hurt. Oh, nice punching from around the world right there.
Right now, the two are locked up there in the corner of the cage.
Yep, they're both fighting for that double under control. Well, Edwin is more or less trying to just keep him up against the cage, where Juan's really trying to pummel, but it's hard for him, I can tell. That high left elbow by Edwin makes things way more difficult for Juan.
Would you say they're similar in styles?
Honestly, surprisingly, yeah. They both have tried to engage in the wrestling. Oh, that was a good cage turn by Juan. Oh, right back by Edwin. I can tell Edwin has definitely been doing a lot of cage work.
It's who wants to get the right position first here in this first round.
Whoever has the first 10 seconds. If anyone gets a takedown, they might take this round. But right now, I'd have
a referee getting involved in the
mix, huh?
Yeah. And that's the horn, not a bell, the horn signifying the end of round 1 of 3. Solis and pronounce his last name again for me. Is that Penaloza?
Penaloza.
I should know that as a fellow Italian.
Now, Juan here has to be careful because Edwin in the first round did really have good cage control and knew how to turn it around on him.
And no one's hit the mat yet.
No one's hit the mat. They almost did, but it was close. Now, he's got that outside head. He's got to be careful and watch out for the guillotine. Oh, what a slam.
And here we go.
What a takedown.
It is the first takedown of the night and of this fight in round 2. Well done.
Now, guard's a tricky situation. When you're on the bottom like that, you don't really want to do that too much in MMA, but it seems like Edwin's pretty comfortable here.
And this is where it is so important in MMA. Right now, the first takedown, and right now locked up on the floor, on the mat.
Oh, he's got to watch that triangle. Juan has to be careful where his arms are. If he goes a little bit low towards the waist, then Edwin looks like he's hunting for a triangle. Triangle choke. But Juan seems like he's keeping heavy pressure. He's trying to push him into that corner so that he can't push off the cage. Maybe even put him so that his head's right up against it.
And Juan is looking for the submission down there right now as well.
No, Juan is actually looking to just smother, keep Edwin up against the cage, and then pass his guard so he can get in a better situation.
Andre, thanks for clarifying that for me.
Edwin is possibly looking for a submission. He's trying to get his hips away so that he can stand back up, because I don't think he wants to be down there anymore. This doesn't look too good to the judges.
Do you expect someone to give in here, or is this going to be a continuous on the mat? Is someone getting up here based on your experience?
Well, Edwin needs to get his foot in the hip so he can get some space, but Juan is doing such a good job at just keeping his head right near the cage. Like, watch this. Juan's going to crawl forward, and he's going to get Edwin right up against the cage. Now he's going to try to grind him out and pass the guard. Edwin has a chance here, though. If he see how he's posting, if he continues to do that, he may be able to stand up.
Well, Edwin is 5-2 as an amateur in 7 fights. He definitely has the experience here, and it's showing in round 2.
They definitely both do. Edwin knew right to get near the cage, and Juan's plan kind of backfired on him. But that's the risk you take when doing a lot of cage fighting.
And they're both off the mat now and back on their feet.
Oh, Edwin has to walk. Oh,
But
Edwin
you
might
saw
have his
that
back.
coming.
Yep, rear naked choke,
Another
possibly.
takedown.
Is it under the chin?
And he's going for the submission.
It might. He was under the chin. It was getting close.
And the referee breaks the hold.
Yep, we almost had a finish there.
And our first of 12 fights of the evening here at MAK Promotions at the Newburgh Armory in Dutchess County, New York.
In association with Thumper's Things. Go buy some t-shirts. So we got Edwin here is really keeping the pressure on Juan. He came out much faster this time than the last round. I think he kind of knew what Edwin's game plan was. He wanted to take it back to the ground and ride him out for the next 3 minutes. But Edwin has other plans on
Andre, you are educating me because this is the first time I've called an MMA match in my long career.
This is only like my 4th, so we'll learn together here, Rich. Now, that's a nice over-under that Edwin has, and he's really trying to control and get the... Oh, he has a double under now. Juan needs to get out of their circle and get more cage control because he's looking like he's going to be brought down to the ground. Now, I see Edwin's trying to shoot for a double, but with those double overhooks by Juan, it's going to be real hard to get down there.
Would this be typical in a 3rd round of an amateur fight at this level, Andre?
It depends. It seems like these two guys are very wrestling and top pressure based. So it's basically whoever can get the other person to the ground first. But it looks like Edwin might be closing in on that single leg.
Well, we've had a few takedowns, and in that 2nd round, a lot of action on the mat, and now they seem to be trying to get leverage one over the other to do the same in this 3rd and final round.
Now, Juan needs to be careful because he's exposing his back right now. I know he's trying for this Kimura sweep to get rid of the single leg, but if Edwin comes up, he might be able to get back exposure. We saw Edwin did that in the last round. He got to his back real quick and went right for a choke.
Question, how much right now is that taking out of him before they just went down again?
Juan is mouth breathing right now. He's getting tired. That was a great takedown by Edwin, too. Now all he needs to do is secure a wrist or secure those legs. Pull him away from the cage maybe so he doesn't get up exactly how Edwin did last time.
Again, this is a title fight, so there's a lot laying on the line here.
If he's going to sit there, he needs to do some kind of damage. You can't just hold on to him and let Juan punch away at your sides.
And both fighters are aware of that. And most likely, just like it might be going to the judges' scorecards, which should be interesting.
Oh, definitely. But it looks like, oh, Juan's starting to give up back exposure again if Edwin capitalizes.
Definitely evenly matched contest.
Oh, very close. Similar styles.
And I would say a tough one to judge as well.
I'm going to have to give this one to Edwin. I know he didn't do too much damage this round, but he controlled it. He did more straight. Yep.
And
See?
there's the horn signifying
go.
the end of the third and final round of this opening contest
I guess
tonight.
we'll find out now, huh?
Yep. It's going to go to the judges' hands.
Which way you think it's going to go?
I think Solis won the fight, but very close.
I'm going to have to give it to Solis, too. I think his experience has really helped him.
But then again, what does my word mean in all this? I'm a horrible judge when it comes to boxing, and it's not easy to be a judge in any sport. Very subjective. Very subjective. You don't knock the guy out, goes to the judges. Very subjective.
And
Anything
half
can
the
happen.
crowd's going to hate you either way.
You got it.
I wouldn't want to be in their shoes right now.
So Mike Falvo is getting the scorecards together. He's our ring announcer tonight. Dangerzone here at the Armory in Newburgh, New York. Beautiful part of New York State as well. And this Armory, it's got a lot of history to it. So here's Mike with the decision. Mike's ready to go.
I'm actually going to let you have my friend over here, Mr. One Sleeve himself, because I got to go corner my
All right,
kid.
I'll see you again later.
I'll be back.
Okay? Andre's got to do some other responsibilities, and he'll be back with
Ladies and
us.
gentlemen, how about a round of applause for one hell of an opening championship bout? And now, after 3 hard-fought rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the official scorecard. All 3 judges have scored the fight 29-28 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. And the new 125-pound champion, out of the red corner, Edwin Solis.
There you go. Edwin Solis is a champion again. 125-pound champion, won the fight, unanimous decision, and I've got someone else here at ringside with me, who's at ringside, cage side. I got to call it cage side.
Yes, sir.
And why don't you introduce yourself to the, Andre had to leave for a second to take care of other things.
Well, my name is Matt Marchese, brown belt from Black Hole Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm here to enjoy the show.
And did you like that decision? Do you think it was fair?
Honestly, I'm a little biased because I'm friends with the Animals guys, so... But I could see how they...
no partiality.
I know. I could see how they went for my man in the red, though.